Dudunsparce is the newly evolved form of Dunsparce, all the way from Generation 2, and I gotta say, I love this Pokemon. It's so bloody tanky, and it can dish out some major damage. And today I've got a bulky setup set for you all with some speed EVs to ensure that we can outspeed certain targets after we glare them. To take advantage of our Serene Grace ability, which doubles our air slash flinching chance, not to mention that we can supercharge our air slashes with our Terra Flying typing, which also helps the Dunsparce resist opposing fighting type moves. And then accompanied by some paralysis, this can lead to opponents never getting the chance to move. Fantastic stuff, am I right? Not to mention that the Dunsparce gets access to the move Roost, which allows it to heal 50% of its health, which alongside the Leftovers item, this can allow the Dunsparce to constantly replenish its health. And I gotta tell ya, you don't initially expect it, but the Dunsparce takes hits like a monster. And while we're on the subject, let's do our quick question of the day. What's one of your favourite Generation 9 Normal-Type Pokémon? Mine's definitely Blood Moon Ursaluna, but I'd love to know yours, so be sure to let me know down below in the comments. And if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games. Okay, so my opponent's got a Meowscarada, a Skeledirge, a Decidueye, Ho-Oh, Lugia, and a Koraidon. Boy oh boy, that's a tough looking team. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks fun, right? So I'm leading off with Glimmora, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? Is it the Ho-Oh? Meowscarada, perfect. So we are Choice Scarfed. If they're not Choice Scarfed or Focus Sash, we can just Sludge Wave this into oblivion, right? So, okay, Glimmora, let's do this, buddy. Alright, here we go. Let's go for that Sludge Wave. Here we go. Glimmora goes for that Sludge Wave, and this should annihilate it, and it does. Amazing. So, turn 1, we get the lead. We knock out their Meowscarada. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, okay, so, nice little lead right off the bat. Let's see who comes in next. Alright, so, who's coming out now? It is the... Oh, Lugia. So, this thing does get access to Psychic-type moves, so I think it's in my best interest to swap. Question is, who would I switch into? Delphox, maybe? Lugia is Psychic and Flying, isn't he? Yep. So, against this, what do I want to do is the question. I could go... I'm going into my Dudunsparce. Let's do that. So, come back, Glimmora. I'll save you for later. I want to fire off a Glare and get this thing paralyzed, right? So, okay. Dudunsparce, I need your assistance. Come on in. Now, Psychic-type move. Oh, they're Terrestrializing. Boy, oh boy. Maybe Terra Psychic? I don't know. Oh, maybe Terra Ground Earth Power. That could be it, actually. What are you going for? No, Terra Water. Oh, maybe they got Surf or Hydro Pump or something. Okay, fair enough. So, that's a fitting Terra typing, to be fair. So, it was Hydro Pump. Oh my god, hold on, the Dunsparce. Buddy, hold on. Okay, so, look at that, the Dunsparce, you absolute monster. I was not expecting that. Fair play. So, the Dunsparce takes that like a champ. Now, I'm going for a Glare to paralyze this, and let's go for it. Alright, so they go for the Hydro Bomb again, but they miss. Amazing job for dodging the Dunsparce. Okay, we go for that Glare. Now the Lugia is paralyzed. Fantastic stuff. And yeah, so Lugia is the it's the multi-scale one, isn't it? Yeah. I was confusing Ho-Oh with Regenerator. Yeah, okay, so I think it's going to be in my best interest to go for one Air Slash to break their multi-scale. Alright, so the Dunsparce goes for that Air Slash. Fantastic to see that we're faster. And we get the flinch. Amazing job, the Dunsparce. So, we get another round of leftovers, slowly recovering. Lovely jubbly. And I might just keep going for those Air Slashes to see how much I can do, right? So, let's do it, the Dunsparce. Alright, so the Dunsparce goes for another Air Slash. Okay, can we get another flinch or paralysis? Oh no, they straight up go for the Aeroblast. Hold on. Oh my god, that was a crit, to be fair. That was a crit. Okay, so I'm now going to go for a Roost to get all my health back, and then maybe I'll go for a Calm Mind. If they're going to stay in, it's in my best interest, right? So, let's go for that Roost. Here we go. Alright, so the Dunsparce goes for that Roost. Lovely jubbly. If we get a paralysis on their side, that would be fun to see. So, no, another Aeroblast. Fair enough. So, the Dunsparce is so bloody tanky. I love it. You don't expect it, but this guy is so amazing. So, and it's kind of cool. The Dunsparce's wings kind of like Mega Dragonite's wings. So that's kind of cool. Let's go for a Calm Mind, and we'll see. Alright, so the Dunsparce goes for that Calm Mind. We're now +1 in special attack and special defense. Lovely jubbly. So, you going for another Hydro Pump or an Aeroblast? Let's find out. So, or are you getting paralyzed? So, oh, Dragon Rush. Oh, okay. Fair tech. Okay. So, we get some more leftovers. Lovely jubbly. I think I'm going to go for one Roost in case they switch into Koraidon, right? So, let's go for that roost. Here we go. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that roost. Lovely jubbly. Now, what are you going for, eh? So they're going for the Dragon Pulse. They got Dragon Pulse and Dragon Rush. Interesting. So, fair enough. Okay, we take nothing from that. Great job, Dudunsparce. And yeah, I think I'll go for one more. I'll go for one more Calm Mind. Let's do it. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that Calm Mind again. We're now +2 in special attack and special defense. So yeah, things are looking good. The only thing that can stand up to my Dudunsparce is these Skeletor's, right? So, but I can always just glare that as well. So Dudunsparce is taking nothing now. Look at that, Dudunsparce facing off against the Guardian of the Oceans, if you will, the Lugia. Okay, amazing. Let's go for an Air Slash and let's do this. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that +2 Air Slash. Nice chunk of damage. Can we get the flinch? We get the flinch. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go for one more Air Slash, bring them below 50%, and then I'll start going for another Calm Mind, alright? So, okay, let's go for one more Air Slash. Let's do this. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash. Okay, they're at 35 to 40% and they get flinched again. Amazing. Maybe I go for one more Calm Mind. I'm going to go for one more Calm Mind to get to +3, right? So they might be going for a Roost, which I'm fine with. Let's go for that Calm Mind and let's see. Alright, so they're withdrawing. Fine with me. If they go into Skeledirge, I will just glare it, but let's find out. Who's coming in now? Let's find out. It is the Coridon. Okay, perfect. I actually wanted this, right? So they took a massive risk switching in on my Air Slash, but I didn't go for it. Lucky them. I'm now going to go for the Terra Flying, go for a glare, paralyze this, and then I'll start going for the Air Slashes. Okay, Dudunsparce, you've got this, buddy. So, okay. I just love how Dudunsparce can just, it's just so versatile. I love it. So, okay. Dudunsparce, enjoy that snack. Let's go for a Terra Flying. Let's go for that glare. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. Terrestrialization time. Our Dudunsparce will take into the skies thanks to its wings and also the nice little set of balloons that we're giving it. So, okay. Terra Flying. If they've gone for a fighting type move, we'll resist it. And if they're not going for a fighting type move, I'm pretty confident we can resist whatever they go for regardless, right? But they do go for the fighting type move. It's resisted, so let's see how much Dudunsparce takes. Nothing. Amazing job, Dudunsparce. Now, show him what we've got for them with a nice little glare. Get him. Okay, so the Coridon is now paralyzed. Fantastic stuff. I'm now going to go for that stab +3 Air Slash, and let's knock this out. Okay, Dudunsparce, you're doing amazing, buddy. So, okie dokie. Dudunsparce, Air Slash time, here we go. Alright, so Dudunsparce, we are faster, interesting. So, okay, Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash, and we one-shot the Coridon. Amazing stuff. Dudunsparce is popping off, that's what we love to see. So, okay, Dudunsparce, you've been amazing, buddy. So, I wonder who'll come in next. Enjoy that leftover snack, you have deserved it. And yeah, the only thing that can stand up to us is these Skeletor's. Let's find out. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the Skeletorge. Okay, so they finally realised. Fair play on their part. Let's go for another glare and let's paralyze a third Pokemon. Alright, so they are faster. Cool, cool, cool. They go for the Shadow Ball. We'll take that. I'm surprised they went for Shadow Ball instead of Torch Song in the sun, but fair play. Maybe they misclicked. I don't know. But we paralyzed it, and I'm pretty confident that unless they're full speed. No, even if they're full speed, if we outspeed a Coridon when it's paralyzed, we're definitely outspeeding a Skeletorge, right? So, okay, time for those flinch or para hacks shenanigans. Let's do it. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that Terra Flying Air Slash. Let's see how much we do, and nice chunk of damage. That confirms they're unaware, right? They don't get the flinch though, so here comes the Torch Song. Hold on, Dudunsparce. Dudunsparce holds on. I'm forced to keep going for those Air Slashes because they're just going to keep boosting in their attack, aren't they? So actually I could go for one Roost to see if they get paralyzed. That's true. Sod it, I'll go for one Roost and let's see if they get paralyzed. I'm doing that because Torch Song gave them a +1 in their special attack, right? Which is kind of similar to the Sun boosting their Torch Song. So if they get paralyzed, we can get our health back for free. Alright, so the Dudunsparce goes for that Roost. Lovely jubbly. Now, get paralyzed. If they get paralyzed, we'll be in a really good position. So, they get paralyzed. The Dudunsparce, you absolute RNG monster. Okay, so we get some more leftovers. Lovely jubbly. My god, that's amazing. So, okay, now let's go for that Air Slash and let's get some more flinches or para haxes. Let's do it. Okay, so the Dudunsparce goes for that Terra Flying Air Slash. Get him, buddy. So, okay. Let's see. Do we flinch? We get paralyzed. Amazing. So, Dudunsparce, 2 more of those and we can knock this out, right? So, enjoy your leftover snack. And thanks to the sun being gone, we know we can take at least one more Torch Song, right? So, let's go for that Air Slash and let's do this. Alright, so the Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash. Come on, buddy. We need one more flinch or para hacks and we can do this. Come on, one more flinch and we get it. Amazing job, the Dudunsparce. The only thing that could stand up to my Dudunsparce was their Skeledirge, and even that was not able to take it out. So, fantastic stuff, the Dudunsparce. Okay, so let's go for that Air Slash and let's knock this out. Alright, so the Dudunsparce doesn't miss. Lovely jubbly. Let's knock out the Skeleturge. Get him, and down it goes. Fantastic stuff. So, the only thing that can come in now is the Ho-Oh or the Lugia. And yeah, the Dudunsparce can deal with those as well. Fantastic stuff, buddy. Enjoy that snack. You have deserved it. And let's see who's next. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the Ho-Oh. Okay, I am more than happy to paralyze this, right? Ho-Oh, Dudunsparce. Let's glare this into oblivion. Alright, so they go for the Sacred Fire. Fair enough. 50% chance to burn. Does it burn us? It does not. Amazing. And we get off the glare. The Dudunsparce has paralyzed its 4th Pokemon. Oh my god. You'd love to see it. Okay. The Dudunsparce does not care. So, we'll definitely be faster than this. So, let's just start Air Slash shenanigans, right? So, let's do it. Here we go. So, the Dudunsparce goes for that Terraflying +3 Air Slash. Let's see the damage. Fantastic. Can we get a flinch? Oh no. Fair enough. So, the Dudunsparce takes that like a boss 75 damage. We don't get burnt again. Amazing job, the Dudunsparce. And I'm pretty confident that we can live one more after this leftovers, right? So, okay. Let's go for another Air Slash and let's do this, buddy. Alright, so the Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash. Come on. Let's get a flinch or a paralysis, Dudunsparce. Let's do it. Serene Grace, come on. Flinch. And no, they don't. Fair enough. So, third time's the charm. Do they get the burn? Let's find out. They do not! The Dudunsparce, you absolute monster. Okay, I do need to double check who they got on the back again, just in case it's worth to Air Slash or Roost. It's the Decidueye, which will probably be faster than me. So, I'm just going to go for that Air Slash. So, the Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash, and the Dudunsparce is going to knock out the Ho-Oh. Amazing stuff. So, they've only got the Decidueye or the Lugia in the back. If they go into Decidueye, it might be able to knock out my Dudunsparce, but at this point, after paralyzing 4 Pokemon and taking out more than half their team, Dudunsparce, you have been amazing. I could not ask for more, so thanking you, and let's see this ending next. Alright, so let's see who's coming out now. It is the Decidueye. Okay, so I will be going for that Glare, and let's see what they go for. Alright, so they went for the Sucker Punch. Oh my god, amazing. Dudunsparce, paralyze your 5th Pokemon, buddy. And oh my god, this is fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to go for that Roost to get my health back, and then we'll Air Slash, right? So, fair play on their part. I suppose they were expecting an Air Slash, which would have one-shot them, so fair enough. So, amazing job though, the Dudunsparce. So, let's go for that Roost, and let's get our health back. Alright, so they go for a Sucker Punch again. Oh my, I wonder if they're choice locked or anything like that. Maybe choice banded, I don't know. 3 minutes left, but you know what, the Dudunsparce? Except Meowscarada taking out the initial, besides my Glamora taking out their initial Meowscarada, the Dudunsparce has essentially swept their entire team. Fantastic stuff. Let's go for that Air Slash and let's knock this out. Alright, so they get paralyzed. They were going for the Sucker Punch. Amazing. The Dudunsparce, do us all a favour and knock out this Decidueye. The Dudunsparce getting its 4th KO. Lovely jubbly. So the Dudunsparce has paralyzed 5 Pokemon in this game. Just taken out its 4th one. And when it takes out this Lugia, it will have taken out 5 Pokemon. Amazing stuff. Okay, enjoy that snack, the Dudunsparce. You have bloody deserved it, my friend. Okie dokie. Let's see who's next. Oh, what am I talking about? Who's next? Of course it's the Lugia. I'm just getting excited in the heat at the moment, right? So, okay. Pressure. Oh, if they were smart in the beginning, they would have wasted all my PPs with the Air Slash. But fair play on their part for not... fair enough. I guess they missed it. So, alright, let's do it. Alright. The Dudunsparce finish this game up with one final Air Slash and get him. Okay, and the Dudunsparce knocks out the Lugia. Amazing. You've seen it here. The Dudunsparce is the boss. Okay. Less than a minute left and we win. Good game to my opponent. That was a bloody fun battle. And yeah, great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Slowbro, a Regieleki, a Blood Moon Ursaluna, a Calyrex Ghost Form, Reshiram, and the, oh god, I can't remember that Pokemon's name. I'm sure you know what it is. Anyways, I'm going to lead off with my Sandaconda, and let's do this. Cresselia, that's the one, okay. It just literally came back to me. Okay, so who are you leading off with? It's the Slowbro, okie dokie. So, this gives me the opportunity to be able to set up some Stealth Rocks. I am specially offensively invested, so I'm not too worried about an incoming Water-type move. So, yeah, I think Rocks are going to be good, especially for breaking Focus Sashes that might be on things like the Calyrex Ghost. So, let's go for that Stealth Rocks. Here we go. So, okay, Sandaconda goes for those Stealth Rocks. Lovely jubbly. Now, what are you going for, Slowbro? Let's find out. They are going for the Iron Defense. Cool. Okay, that works for me. I don't really want to stay in with Sandaconda because... oh, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Glamora. Okay, if they're a Body Press set, I'm more than happy for them to get out some Toxic Spikes and then to slowly whittle them down as well, right? So, okay, coming in Glamora, buddy. I need your assistance. So, what are you going for now, eh? So, another Iron Defense. Cool, fine with me. We can still smash them with a special type move, right? I can go for that Sludge Wave and weaken them. So, yeah. Or do I go for a mortal spin? No, I'm going for the Sludge Wave. Let's do it. Alright, so Glamora goes for that Sludge Wave. Let's see how much we do, and that's fantastic job. Okay, we get the poisoning. Amazing. So, great job, Glamora. So, what's the Slowbro going for? Another Iron Defense. Oh my god, this is perfect. Okay, so they are forced to switch now. I'm definitely going for another Iron Defense, right? 100%. So, yeah, okay, fantastic job, Glamora. Let's go for that. Let's go for that Sludge Wave, and let's do this. Okay, so they are withdrawing. Cool. So whatever comes in, we'll take some Stealth Frogs and some toxic poisoning, right? So let's see who's coming out. And it is the Reshiram. Okay, so this could not have gone better. They've got all these tough, scary-looking legendaries. But thanks to Sam the Condor and Glamora, we are in a really good position. So Glamora, Sludge Wave time. And, okay. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? We haven't gotten up the Toxic Spikes. I'm getting ahead of myself. Either way, let's go for another Sludge Wave and let's knock this out. Alright, so Glamora goes for another Sludge Wave and we knock out the Reshiram. Fantastic job, Glamora. That's what I'm talking about. Down goes that big old threat, and yeah, okay, so let's see who comes in next. Alright, so who's coming out now? It is the... Okay, it's the Regieleki. Cool. I'm not too sure what this thing wants to go for against me. Do you know what? I'm going to go for that Terra Ground, and I'm going to go for that Sludge Wave. Let's do it. I think they're going for an Electric-type move, and we can just obliterate it after with the Sludge Wave, right? I know that that might mean that they can go into the Earth Slooner or something afterwards, but I just feel like at the moment, we're doing a lot of damage with Glamora, and we might as well keep riding that wave, right? So, okay. Terra Ground at Glamora. So, oh, they went for a Protect. They're scouting. Damn, okay. Fair play on their part. So, they might be going for a Rapid Spin now, to be fair. I don't actually know. So, oh, hang on a minute. If they go for Rapid Spin, they'll get no, hang on a minute. I don't know why I said that, but either way, let's go for that Sludge Wave. Alright, so now they're terrestrializing. Oh boy, maybe they are Terra Ice. Okay, fair enough. So, are you Terra... It's got to be, right? It's got to be. What are you going for? Yeah, it is Terra Ice. Okay, so they're going to go for that Terra Blast and destroy us, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. That's fair tech on their Regieleki with the Protect, I guess. So, okay, here comes the Terra Blast. Glamora... if you can hold on, that'd be fantastic, but no pressure if you can't. So, let's see the damage, and yeah, okay, fair enough. That knocks out my Glamora. So, thanks for all you've done, Glamora. You've been amazing, buddy. So, yeah, you take a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay. Now on this, what do I want to do, eh? So, so... I could go into my... I'm going to go into my Dudunsparce, and I'm going to Calm Mind. I think that's in my best interest, right? So, coming into Dudunsparce, buddy. Let's go for that Calm Mind, and let's do this. Alright, so they go for the Volt Switch. Okay, how much do we take? Okay, that's a fair chunk of damage. Good job for holding on to Dudunsparce. Now, it all depends on who they want to go into next. If they go into Slowbro and they start body pressing, that could be scary, not going to lie. But yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so who's coming out? It is the Slowbro. Okay, well, I could just Air Slash this, couldn't I? So... we go for the Calm Mind, lovely jubbly. Now, I don't think they're going to. Switch here. I think they're going to let this go down. So I am definitely going to be going for that Air Slash because Body Press with Slowbro's defense, you know, it gets up to 350. Oh, hang on a minute. Does the poison? No, the poison takes it out. Cool. Okay, fair enough. So we get a turn of leftovers for free, and we also get a +1 our special defense. So fantastic stuff, the Dudunsparce. Now let's see who comes in next. All right, so. Who's coming out now? It is the Regieleki. Okay, fair enough. So, maybe they've got fun. Maybe they're thinking Thunderbolt will be enough. I'm going to go for that Roost, and let's find out. Alright, so, Thunder Cage. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on, the Dudunsparce, buddy. The Dudunsparce holds on. Fantastic. Okay, so, we took about 100 damage from that. So, oh, boy. Hopefully, we can take these next few hits. But the Dudunsparce, I believe in you, buddy. So, okay. Yo, do you know what? The Dudunsparce can easily take these. We're going to take some Thunder Cage damage at the end of the turn. But we're higher than we were before. So, we'll be fine. So, how much do we take from that? So, oh my god. I think we're literally back at the same spot. So, we'll just keep going for those Roosts. Alright, so... now they're going for the Volt Switch. Fair enough. So, we take that even better. And now after our Roost will be, and the leftovers will be at a really good position, right? So, it all depends on who they want to go into next, I guess. But we'll have to find out. So, the Paldea Champion's coming out, and it is the Ursaluna. Okay, so, interesting. I am now thinking to, do I want to just glare this? That's interesting. So we're going to get up to a nice sizable amount of health. We are +1 in special defense, so the only way they could really do some crazy damage is if they're like modest choice specs or something. So what are they? Are they leftovers? Oh, okay, so they're leftovers as well. Maybe they're a Calm Mind variant. I'm going to go for the... no, do you know what? I'm going for that glare. It's in my best interest. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that glare. The Ursaluna is now paralyzed. If we're super lucky, we can get a turn 1 paralysis. Come on. Can we get that cheeky paralysis? We do! Oh my god, Dudunsparce, you absolute monster. Thanking you, buddy. So, okie dokie. Dudunsparce, you are saving the day, buddy. So, okay, enjoy that leftover snack. You have deserved it. So, Dudunsparce, let's go for an immediate Calm Mind. Here we go. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for another Calm Mind, gets up to +2 in special attack and special defense. Lovely jubbly. Now, they must be going for a Blood Moon, right? Unless they're going for a Calm Mind. Let's find out. So, no, they went for a Yawn. Oh my god. Okay, so that is really bad. Okay, so, damn, I did not know that they would have Yawn on their Ursaluna. So, I mean, all the Pokemon in the back are special attackers, right? So, I think it's just in my best interest to just keep going, boosting my special attack and special defense. Alright, so they stay in. Cool, cool, cool. The Dudunsparce goes for another Calm Mind, gets up to +3 special attack and special defense. And yeah, if we're lucky, they get paralyzed. And oh my god, yes, fantastic stuff, the Dudunsparce. So we get that turn for 3. So the Dudunsparce will get another turn of leftovers. Fantastic stuff. We will go to sleep, unfortunately, but we took that into consideration, didn't we? So I'm +3 in special defense. I don't think this thing can two-shot us. So let's just carry on going. Alright, so the Dudunsparce is fast asleep. That is turn 1 finished. I think for turn 2, I'm going to go for a Air Slash. Okay, here comes the Blood Moon. Hold on. Okay, the Dudunsparce takes that really well. Fantastic job, buddy. So, yeah, we get some more leftovers. They can't use that 2 times in a row, so the Earth Power will do less damage. So I'm now going to go for that Air Slash just in case we wake up early. And let's see. So the Dudunsparce wakes up early. You absolute legend. We go for that Air Slash and look at that damage. Can we get a flinch? And we get the flinch. Oh my god, the Dudunsparce, you absolute boss. I'm going to carry on going for those Air Slashes because I do not want to get yawned, right? We don't want to go through that again. So the Dudunsparce, buddy. Oh, sorry. They're also leftovers. Yep. But we can still two-shot them from this range, right? So we're not worried. So the Dudunsparce, as long as you don't miss your Air Slashes, we'll be in a really good position. Come on, let's do this. Alright, so the Dudunsparce goes for the Air Slash. Okay, flinch or paralysis. Yes! Oh my god, the Dudunsparce, you legend. Okay, another round of leftovers. Lovely jubbly. Okay, the Dudunsparce is doing it. Fantastic stuff. So, okay, they get some more leftovers. Yep. Ursaluna, enjoy your last snack. This will be the end for you. So, the Dudunsparce, Air Slash time. Let's knock this out. So, the Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash, and we knock out the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Fantastic stuff, buddy. Amazing. So, down goes that big old threat. And yeah, another round of leftovers for you, Dudunsparce. Enjoy, buddy. And yeah, whatever comes in, I think I'll just glare. But we'll see. Alright, so, who's coming out now? It is the... Okay, Cresselia. I will immediately glare this because I want to just weaken it, right? So let's go for that glare. Alright, so the Dudunsparce is faster. Fantastic. So can we get another turn 1 cheeky paralysis? Come on. That'd be funny if it was. Do we get it? And no. Okay, so they go for the Trick Room. Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to go for another Calm Mind here, I reckon, because they might be going for a Healing Wish or something. So, yeah, I'm going to go for another Calm Mind to get to +4 special attack and special defense, and we'll waste some Trick Room turns. Alright, so they get paralyzed. Oh my god, the Dudunsparce, this is hilarious. You're such a boss, buddy. So, +4 special attack and special defense, lovely jubbly, and I don't know what I mean, I suppose one of their Pokemon could have Encore, so now I'm going to go for an Air Slash just in case they go for like a Healing Wish Encore. So, oh, now they Thunder Wave me. Okay, fair enough. So, the Dudunsparce gets paralyzed, but we are boosted up as heck, right? So, I'm not too worried. So, alright, the Dudunsparce goes for that Air Slash, and okay, it's a fair chunk of damage. I'm going to go for one more Calm Mind so that I can knock this out with the next Air Slash, and we'll get to +5 in special attack and special defense, so I think it's worth it. Alright, so we get paralyzed this time, unfortunately. It is what it is. So, okay. Now they go for the Lunar Dance. Oh, okay, fair enough. So, okay, fair enough. So down that goes, and yeah, let's see who comes in next. Alright, so, who's coming out now, eh? It is the Regieleki. Okay, so, they might be going for a Thunder Cage now or something, I guess. So they get their Regieleki healed up, fair enough. So, okay, I didn't realize that's the way it works with Stealth Rocks. Fair enough. So, I don't see why I don't just go for a glare. Yeah. Alright, so Dudunsparce goes for that glare thanks to the Trick Room being up. Lovely jubbly. Now, they get paralyzed. Fantastic stuff. So, what are they going for now, eh? So, now they go for the Thunder Cage. Let's see how much we take. And, okay, fantastic stuff. So, I'm now going to go for a Roost to be able to get some health back. And then I'll go for a Calm Mind, maybe? Dunno. So, okay, we get some leftovers. Lovely jubbly. The leftovers really helps with the Thunder Cage additional damage, right? So, good job, Dudunsparce, buddy. So, yep, now we Twisted Dimensions returns to normal. Yep. I'm now going to go for a Roost. Let's do it. So, Oh, they get paralyzed. Amazing. So if they were going Volt Switch into like some sort of Encore Pokemon, but we get paralyzed as well. So that's funny. So, all right, fair enough. Now we're going to take some Thunder Cage damage, but if we first shall get some leftovers. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so the Dudunsparce is doing it. That's what we like to see, though. So, okay, there's the Thunder Cage damage. I've got to go for a Roost just in case of any crits, right? So let's go for that Roost. Alright, so they straight up go for the Terra Blast. Okay, not too sure why, but that'll do less than the Thunder Cage, right? So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, the Dudunsparce, Roost, here we go. Okay, fantastic. So, I'm now going to go for another Calm Mind, or do I just want to Air Slash? No, I'll go for Calm Mind just to get to +5, alright? Okay, the Dudunsparce gets hurt by the thingy. Let's go for that Calm Mind. Alright, so they just straight up go for another Terra Blast. Fair enough. So, okay, after this we'll get to +5, and then I think I'll Roost and Air Slash after that, right? So 169, okie dokie. We get to +5, fantastic stuff. So, the only thing the Calyrex might have that could be effective against my Dudunsparce is Psyshock, because we're boosted in special defense. But my Dudunsparce's physical defense is fully invested, so either way I think it should be okay, especially if they don't nasty plot or anything, right? So there's some more Thunder Cage damage. I'm now going to go for one more Roost, and then we'll Air Slash. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so they've decided to go for the Thunder Cage now, and we take a fair chunk of damage. Can we get the Roost? We do, okay. Great job, Dudunsparce. And we might even get freed from Thunder Cage this turn, I'm not too sure. So, back up to full. Okay, we did get freed, fantastic. So, I'm now going to go for that Air Slash. Let's do this. Alright, so they get paralyzed. Fantastic. The Dudunsparce, if you can break through, buddy, this will be great. So, the Dudunsparce goes for that +5 Air Slash, and we knock out the Regieleki. Amazing. So, next, when the Calyrex Shadow Ghost, comes in, I'm going to glare it first, just in case they've got some sort of shenanigan of how to get around my Dudunsparce, right? So, allowing any other Pokemon in the back to come in and take it out. So, okay, let's see their final Pokemon. Alright, so here comes the Galar champion, the Calyrex. So, the Dudunsparce, buddy, let's immediately glare this, and we'll go from there. So, okay, I don't know what this thing might be trying to go for, but we've broken a potential Focus Sash if that's what its item was. Let's go for that glare. Here we go. Alright, so, oh, they got Lead Seed. Okay, the Dudunsparce, I need you to break through, buddy. The Dudunsparce, I need you to break through. So, the Dudunsparce was seeded, and the Dudunsparce goes for that glare. Amazing job, buddy. Okay, fantastic. So, I'm now going to keep, I'm just going to keep going for those Air Slashes, hoping for them to get paralyzed, right? But maybe there's some sort of substitute set, I don't know. But if they get paralyzed, we can just smash them with an Air Slash, right? So, okay, let's go for that Air Slash. Here we go. Alright, so they get paralyzed. The Dudunsparce, this is your moment. So, come on, go for that Air Slash. And the Dudunsparce goes for that +5 Air Slash. And, oh my god, it lived. Fair enough. So, okay. Now, if they're going for the substitute and we get paralyzed, that would be bad. Yeah, so interesting. This is still not over because we need to basically get lucky 2 more turns. So they're getting some Lead Seed health recovery on top of that. So let's just go for another Air Slash. Okay, so there's 3 minutes left on the game. They went for an Astral Barrage, not too sure why. Maybe they haven't got any other attacking moves, but we get paralyzed. Damn, okay, so that's unlucky. We'll take another round of Lead Seed damage, but the leftovers will help with cutting that damage in half, essentially. So that's the way I like to look at it. So, okay, yep, we can still 2-shot them at this range, right? Because we did almost 50%, something like 45 to 49% or something. So, okay, another Air Slash, let's try our best. Alright, so they got Shadow Ball as well. Oh my god, okay, I don't know why they've got that, but fair enough. So, the Dudunsparce Air Slash time, and fantastic. Okay, so we'll take another round of Lead Seed damage, but our next Air Slash should be enough to knock this out. So, come on, Dudunsparce, you can do this. So, okay, there's the Lead Seed, fair enough. So, alright, Dudunsparce, come on. This is the final turn, we can do this. So, alright, Dudunsparce, one more Air Slash, let's do this. Alright, so, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent, and great job to all my Pokemon. What an insane set of games, am I right? Calm Mind Dudunsparce has the power to take over entire games and just sweep. It's crazy, right? I just love how much of an underdog Pokemon it is, and it can just be this insane. I definitely recommend this set if you haven't tried it before, and if you've enjoyed watching my Calm Mind Dudunsparce dominating the battlefield, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Generation 9 Normal-Type Pokemon down below in the comments. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers!
Anywhere you're going, somewhere